Okay. 14 out of 14. We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. We are good to go on the show. Let me get rid of this other camera right there. It doesn't need to be on YouTube. Let's just avoid the news and just ... Yeah, that's us. That is an email notification went out. That's good. Hey, Josh G. What's up, buddy? Good morning. I've got this mark on my screen. I wonder if it comes off. I think it's a blown pixel. I think that's what that is. Yeah, man. I'm just chilling today. Got my coffee. I don't really want to talk about anything in the news. I checked it out already. I think I'm gonna do some dabby dabs. Hey, Lisa. Did the YouTube? Yeah, YouTube went out, right? Notifications went out. Should I look on the cell phone and just make sure? Oh yeah. Boom. They all went out. Okay. Okay, cool. Finally getting out of the dark ages of DSL, going from 8 megabytes to 400. All right, on, buddy. Right on. Hell yeah. So my notifications went out. And I got 4 viewers, man. And my notifications went out. Maybe I'm the only one that got them. Me and the 4 other people that are here. Okay. 3 people now. I've got Josh, I've got Lisa. And 1 other person. No one else. Wow, man. What happened? I mean, I got my notifications. They need to put the Saturday morning cartoons away and come to the real show. Oh, no, I don't watch the freaking Saturday morning cartoons if that's what they'd rather watch. You know, the kind of people that are watching Saturday morning cartoons are not the kind of people I want watching the show anyway. So, let them enjoy their cartoons, man. I don't know what to tell them. Except it's their loss, I guess, you know. Their loss. Nice dab, though, they got going here. Ready to go. Oh, look at that. The numbers just jumped up. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I hope you guys are getting the notifications this morning. Nick, hey buddy. I was on Twitter tweeting this morning, guys. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you'll know when the show's about to start. Because I'll be tweeting and shit right before it. Nick knows that already. Okay. Ready to go here. Sheesh, every tweet this morning has been very good, just catching up on the Twitter sphere. Hopefully my shares get some people. I hope so too, Josh. There were some good tweets, right? Yeah, I put some good tweets out there, man. I don't see why people have such a hard time supporting me on Twitter, you know? You'd rather scroll through the vermin posts on frickin' Vermin Book. I don't know what to tell you. I don't do Facebook, man. I think the posts are the dumbest things I've ever read in my entire life. It's all personal bullshit that doesn't involve me. You know, I get nothing out of Facebook. Stupid fucking memes, stupid fucking thoughts. It's lack of anything substantial. That's Twitter just brings so much more, such a vast array of information. You know, I guess I follow the right people, and you can't just do that on Facebook, can you? You know, Twitter just makes it so much easier. All right, cheers, guys. That was a great dab. Great way to start off the morning. So, sure enough, I told my mom 2 weeks ago, I said, the mainstream media is lying to you about the war in Ukraine. I looked at the paper and I was like, they're finally admitting what I told my mom 2 weeks ago they were going to admit. You know, Russia's pummeling Ukraine. I was like, look at this fucking headline from 2 weeks ago. I was like, I should save this paper because this is not going to be what they're going to be saying in 2 weeks. They're not going to be able to because everyone's going to know the cat's going to be out of the bag. You know? I think Russia's only lost 12 what are they called? T-90 tanks? They've only lost like 12 of those fuckers. Their biggest tanks. They've lost a bunch of other smaller armaments, but they're big, mean tanks, man. They haven't lost a lot of them. And every time you hear about, you know, they blew up a tank, or blah, blah, blah. Yeah, sometimes they armored personnel carriers or small mini tanks or whatever, but not the big ones. You know, they haven't got a lot of those. And I'm sure Russia has plenty, you know. What are they called? T-90s, T-70s? I can't remember what they're called. But you can only hide the truth for so long, man, when you have the internet now. And everyone can just look at their phone and see that you're a fucking liar. You know, even the newspaper's reporting it now. So I looked at the paper, I glanced over it. I was like, I don't want to look at this garbage. I was like, I don't want to look at this garbage. Not the fact that, you know, I think that the news is garbage. but I think that the subject matter is. I just don't want to hear about any of it. I'm just not interested in any of those stories today. I was like, I think I'm just going to go do a show and get high. I really like the fashion statement tweet. That was such a failed execution, wasn't it? What do I know? The fashion statement, police dress up, because you're just making a fashion statement with your bulletproof vest and your Batman utility belt, and your big guns that you're not going to use when the situation requires. Surprise, surprise. So I just didn't feel like talking about any of it today. I was like, maybe I'll just get high and just sit and we'll talk about other shit. What do you guys want to talk about? Anything in particular? And you don't have to wait for it. Yeah, it comes out a lot quicker from podcasters. Yeah, I know, right? It's unbelievable. When you have a newspaper and the mainstream media on TV, and you can compare them against each other and you don't see any difference, you realize what the narrative is, And then you have, like you said, podcasters and the internet to look at, and you're like, wow, man, what a misrepresentation of the facts. They only show you what they want you to see. And Donald Trump spoke at the NRA. Donald Trump thought it would be a good idea to go to the NRA convention in Texas 2 days after a mass murder and speak about how, his election, about his election woes or whatever. Crazy. Carol, I try not to watch the news anymore. Dude, I can't help it. It's all around me. It seeps in, But actually, in all reality, I'd rather have that on than some of this other garbage, which is just an attempt to distract people. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. We're going to show you this so you don't have to worry about that. We don't want you worrying about this or that. We want you to look at this instead. Whatever. Josh, I don't really want to talk about that shit. Let's talk about other stuff, bro. Let's not talk about shit in the news. My mom is in the kitchen. That would be great to not need distractions. It seems like life is just full of them for a reason. You know? I need this distraction right here. This is the one I need. I'm wasting all my time. Feels like I'm wasting time. Dab a lighter. That's funny. Oh, yeah. I asked you guys what you want to talk about. You obviously want to talk about that, but I don't want to talk about dead kids anymore, man. And like I said, I looked up at the TV and there's Donald Trump on at the NRA stage. You know, it's hard not to talk about it. I understand. Okay. But you want me to give you my thing on it. This is my thing on it. Really quick. We'll talk about it for a few more days, maybe a week. It'll blow over. We'll stop talking about it. Nothing will change. We'll go back to normal. And then the next school shooting will happen. This is what we live with here. You know? I'm thankful I don't have children. I'm thankful I don't have to worry about my kids sitting in a classroom. It's like fucking playing the goddamn lottery, you parents, you know? Some romantic dad. What? Just a romantic dad. My father's the same, bro. He's got dementia, he can't speak, he can't feed himself. He has to have 24-hour care. Let's see what else. He's starting to close his eyes now. You know, just any time he just closes his eyes for no reason, you know, just sit there with his eyes closed. It's like he's just tired of looking at shit. You know, it's just kind of rough with some of the denial that's going on around here. You know, it's kind of rough. They have to give him water with an eyedropper, like you feed an animal. You know. And he can't clean his own face when they're feeding him. You know, and sometimes they don't do such a great job. They don't pay attention to what they're doing. Sometimes, you know, he gets food all over his face. I'm sitting there across from him, and I said, "Will you please clean his face up? You know, while you shove food down his throat." I appreciate that. Yeah, it's hard to sit across the table from him, and it is. I do it 3 times a day, for the most part. Yeah, it sucks, right, Jason? All right. Cheers, guys. Moving on, we talk about something that doesn't suck now. What do you guys think? Okay, here's one thing that doesn't suck. I fucking told you so. Every single person that's ever watched this show and has ever paid attention to any word that I've ever said, I told you so. I was right all along from the very beginning. I got it all right, and here we are today. So, you know, it's kind of redeeming. Kind of feels like I've been vindicated, even though YouTube has sucked all of my viewers away from me on here. It feels good knowing that I was right. And now when you hear everybody saying, oh, YouTube is hiding people that are giving out good information, they're truth tellers and whatnot. Yeah, man, they started with me. And they've just been moving up the food chain. Sorry, Harles. Yeah, I've been right about everything. I got it all right. It sucks, huh? It was never going to be a good outcome. We knew this, though. was thinking about something I heard Jimmy Dore say. He said, we're going to go into a depression. He said the United States is headed into a depression. Do you know what I thought? The first thing that came to my mind was, what is Jimmy Dore doing about that for himself personally? Is he ready for that? Is he going to be ready to purchase goods when the dollar has collapsed? Where's he going to get his next meal from? Where's he going to get his medicine from? Where's he going to get his electricity and his water from? I wonder if he's addressing any of that. It's funny how cavalierly, casually, someone will say that. Oh, we're headed into a depression. Without actually like delving into it a little bit and saying, we're the United States is headed into a depression, full on, at the way we're going right now. And this is what everybody needs to be looking at and paying attention to, and possibly taking steps to alleviate your personal situation. No, just United States going into a depression, moving on. Hey man, you guys feeling it? You want to know what happened to me the other day? Yesterday, I was buying some cat food, and I was getting 2 cases of cat food. It should have cost a little under $40 for the 2 cases. And when I went to make the purchase, it was $75. And I was like, angry, but I wasn't that surprised. As it turns out, I checked it and I made a mistake. I had selected another agency or something to deliver it, or another provider of the cat food, and they were way more expensive, and all I had to do was delete that one and order it from someone else, and it came at the normal price. But my point is this, is when I saw that $75 cat food bill, the way, as expensive as things are today, I wasn't even that surprised. David Honey, what's up? Sleep study, long night. Dude, I could tell you, bro, you failed that sleep study. You got sleep apnea. You need to lose some weight. You need to, they're going to want to put one of those F-18 fighter pilot masks on your face. I had my uvula cut out, and I lost weight. That's how I did it. Sleep studies suck. I can't even believe you're awake right now. I'd be sleeping that thing off right now. They put me on a plastic sheet. I was like, what is a sleep study? Aren't you supposed to sleep? You've got me on plastic sheets. You idiots. It was so uncomfortable and stupid. Couldn't believe I was paying for that shit. God, what is with the American flag avatar, bro? Haven't you learned enough about all of the imperialism practiced under that flag that you still want to wave it around? Come on, bro. Seriously. Can't have that thing up on my chat like that, bro. It's the same in Australia. Everything is slowly going up in price. Slowly, I mean, if you're not, I'm much better. I'll change it. Thanks, David. I appreciate that. I hate that fucking flag, bro. How have you been? I've been good. I guess this morning I just kind of had like a realization about the news, when I saw it. And I was just, it's so stupid. That's literally everything in my whole life it comes down to 2-week scale. I'm always like 2 weeks. Everything is 2 weeks. I don't know why. It's freaking 2 weeks. And I'm like, I'm looking at the mainstream media, and they're saying Ukraine is striking back Ukraine is pushing Russia back. Russia's on them. They're on the run. They're cutting and running. You know, I'm watching this on TV with my mom 2 weeks ago. I go, Mom, you know, that's all a lie, right? And she goes, what do you mean? I said, they're probably just moving out to, they're probably going to nuke that fucker. You know, they're probably just moving their troops out of there because they're going to drop a nuke on there, or they're going to take those troops and go use them somewhere else. I said, they're doing exactly what they want to do over there. They're having their way with that fucking country. I said, we're just prolonging it by fighting them right now. That's all we're doing is prolonging it. I said, in 2 weeks, your news is going to catch up with my news. That's your Bella. That's much better, David. Thank you, buddy. I love you, brother. Thank you. How much is a flat white? And I said, in 2 weeks, your news is no longer going to be able to hide the fact that Russia is destroying Ukraine. They're destroying anything that's left over there. And they're winning this fucking war. They're taking what they want. They're going to win. I said, and in 2 weeks, the news is going to be so far, people like me telling people like you at over breakfast tables from the internet, and the mainstream media is going to have to come clean, and they're going to have to start reporting the truth. I told my mom that 2 weeks ago. I told you guys that on the live stream too. We talked about this. And I said, watch. We already knew what's been going on over there. We've been watching the Ukrainians surrender, been watching the artillery, the pain that these motherfuckers are bringing. And we've always discussed why it's going on and all that shit. And sure enough, man, fucking headline. I mean, headline across the front. Russia advances, Ukraine is blah, 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 whatever. And I'm like, see, Mom? And she's like, like that, That's what she does. That's her. She's like, my mom's like this. Nobody's even trying to show me that in my face anymore. Nobody's even trying to show me that in my face anymore, Val. What are you even doing? Nobody's even doing that anymore, Val. Z. What are you doing? Hey, watch this little trick. I got this little trick too. He was like that. I just turned that shit off. Poof. Russia destroying Ukraine. Color me shocked. It was a certainty that Russia would mop the floor with Ukraine's. I mean, it's fucking... There's two factors. Number one, it's Russia with Vladimir Putin, right? Number two, it's right next door. It's right there. It's not like they're going to spend a lot of gasoline to get somewhere else to transport and have to fuel far away. It's right on their border, right? Those two factors alone, and I was like... America fucked up this time. They're NATO and America with the NATO. You guys fucked up. You guys fucking poked the bear, man. You guys are not supposed to do that shit, but you kept doing it. You were warned. You were warned. You were warned not to do it. They told you that Putin was going to respond in this exact way, and the only reason that you kept doing it was because this is exactly what you wanted. You didn't want a quick end to this. You haven't sent, America never sent like a full court press over there to try to put an end to it. Like, do you remember Desert Storm? We didn't do that. They want to drag it out. They want it to last as long as they can. They want to make it last. Oh, yeah, we want to make it last as long as we can because they're making money, and money drives all. They're making money. All of these giant corporations are making it. I'm sick of saying it. Why do you guys love me saying that shit? You all know it. Everybody knows this already. It's all driven by money. And I've been watching it happen. This slow motion train wreck. It's funny to watch the difference between the two newses. To see the transition in the news has to tell the truth to people and trying to distract people and whatever. And you're like, you can only run this school shooting story repeatedly over and over again for so long, and eventually you're going to have to start reporting on Ukraine again, you know? They're thankful for this distraction. You can tell the news is very thankful. They're covering the hell out of it. Lots of stories. Did you guys see the story? The little 13-year-old. They sent a news agency sent a 13-year-old kid in. They tried to get cigarettes, tried to get alcohol, tried to get porn, tried to get a scratch-off ticket. Got shot down. No pun intended. I'm not that good of a comedian. 4 times. 5th time went in for a gun. Boom, and he got the purchase on the first try. 13-year-old kid, 14-year-old kid purchased it's a bolt action 22. You're not going to do a lot of mass murdering with a weapon like that. I mean, the news failed to say that. It looks a little intimidating, but once you see the bolt on a gun, if you know anything about guns, you know it's not a fast shooting weapon. And Rogie feels like playing. But they make a good point, even though it wasn't as deadly a weapon as an AK, or an AR. I'm sorry. It was a gun, and you could kill a bunch of people with it. And they make a good point. And the fact that kids can't get scratch-off tickets, why? Why can't a kid get a scratch-off ticket? What kind of stupid law is that? You know, they can't get alcohol, they can't get porn, they can't get cigarettes. And they made that point. It was funny. This one woman said, "Honey, you can't get a scratch-off ticket. You're 14 years old." It was so funny. They make a good point, but the NRA and Ted Cruz and Donald Trump, they're going to probably be in power again here pretty soon. I wouldn't be surprised. Biden desperately trying to get this $10,000 loan forgiveness out for people. Too little, too late. He's closing his eyes again. Can a teen buy a firearm like that? Whoever sold it to him should be fired and prosecuted. 18 is a teen, bro. What are you talking about? All those kids are buying legal firearms. All those teens. How the fuck can a teen buy a firearm? Bro, I had a firearm when I was 13 years old. You know? I had rifles when I was actually 12, I believe. I had a BB gun when I was like 8 or 9. Love that. It works great, Lynn Marie. I know, right? I love the tray action. Host some event like right after, talk about bad timing. I would think that the event was already planned, Sean. 14 when you was 14 teen? A 14 teen? Did you say 14 teen? Schwan. Du. 11 Schween. 14 teen. 15 teen. 55. 55. No. I guess I should have a dab ready to go, bro. Yeah. Cheers. My dog's laying there looking at me. When I'm walking him on the leash, he doesn't want to go anywhere except where he wants to go. And I'll stop him, and I'll make him go where I want to go, where I don't want him to go. I'll pull him away. And he'll dig his feet in to the ground, and he'll stand there, and he will bite me. And this morning, I just wasn't having it. We were out in the backyard, and I was trying to get him out to the very back, and we were all the way up here on this walkway, and he wouldn't even take a step off the step. And I was like, and I had the leash on him, and I tugged it a little bit, to get him to come down the step, and he took a step down the step, and he just stood there again, and I had to tug him a little bit, I was like, come on, man. And I'm just trying to take him for a walk, and he wants to go out to the street, and I want to go back there. You're up to 6 miles on your treadmill. No, I didn't touch fire until I was an adult and discovered I have a natural talent for working. I'm extremely safety-minded. Right on, Sean. So we started making the trek, and he would go one step and stop, and I'd have to pull him. One step and stop, and he would just look at me and try to tug away, and I'm like, what are you doing, man? Right, Sean. And finally got him. It probably took me two 2 minutes to walk him from here to there. And when I finally got him back there, he didn't even want to go. He just turned around and started walking back. He was being completely impatient. He's never been like that before. And I'm like, man, I hope this isn't a sign of things to come. I hope he's not all of a sudden become like completely stubborn. But my whole thing is, I don't want to walk around with a baggie and have to pick up Rogie shit and walk around with a bag of shit in my hand when I walk him. So, just doing this, we're on a big piece of property here. I walk him on my property. I let him take a shit wherever the fuck he wants out here. And as soon as he does, we can go out in the street. I take him wherever the fuck and walk around. I don't have to carry a bag with me or anything. So in order for us to achieve that, he's got to do his thing first. He's usually very what's the word I'm looking for? Predictably regular guy, You can set your clock to him. And I don't know, man, last night he just ate a ton of food, man. He had like 2 bowls of food. So I'm gonna take him for another walk. We'll get it all taken care of, I figure. Right? Am I right? Am I right? Fuck that thing, man. I was looking at my guitar and I was like, fuck that thing. So I'm looking at it. Bye, Mom. Alright. Alright. Rogie's stubborn, say it ain't so. Yeah, he's stubborn, man. He's so cute, though. Right now he's watching Mom go out the front door. Well, she's not going out the front door. Scott is his posture's all up right now and shit. His ears are all perked up. Rogie's looking for Mom. What's going on? For Grandma. It's your Grandma. Is that your Grandma, Rogie? Alright, so I ain't got nothing going on here, guys, really, right now. I might go out there with the shovel and dig these donuts down deeper into the ground. The sprinklers. I might just do that. I gotta do that 60 times. I don't have to do it for all 60 of them, but I'll have to do it to a few. So I should do it. All right, you guys take care. Love y'all. I'll see you on the next show. You guys know how to find me. Turn on your notifications. Follow me on all 12 of those channels. Bye, guys.